dreams, full speed kings. Let's go. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Green flag wave and the engine scream. 30 cars flying, living that speedway dream. Draft so tight, bumper to chrome. Every lap of battle, this is where we roam. Rubber business racing, yeah we know the code. Last lap glory on a victory road. From short tracks to super speedway nights. Legends made under flashing lights. One mission, one name, one goal too. Relentless Racing League coming through. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Tires burning sparks when we dive down low. 3-wide thunder putting on a show. Spotter calling clear, crowd on their feet. Photo finish moments can't accept defeat. Championship dreams in every lane. Only the strongest survive the strain. From pit road hustle to the checkered wave. Every driver brave, every fan amazed. History written when the engines fade. Relentless Racing League got the legacy made. Relentless on the track, full throttle rage. Cup Xfinity, trucks at the stage. ARCA rising, next gen flame. NASCAR racing power, remember the name. Speed, heart, glory, all the same. Relentless Racing League, we own the game, huh? Relentless on the track, Relentless on the track.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, what is this round? Boy, once again, off to another great start, but welcome back to the Relentless Racing League Cup Series edition. We are here in, I guess, the gateway to the Midwest, as we are here at Worldwide Technology Speedway, I believe is the actual name of it. I don't remember the actual name of it. But of course, my name is Derek Pemberton, and we would like to welcome everyone in, as we are about to go trackside here very shortly. As right now I am all by myself in the booth at the current moment. Hopefully Adam Chapman will be joining us very, very soon. We had the night off in the Truck Series, so kind of really messing up our scheduling wise of things, but he hopes to be with us here soon. I know I believe we had a race last night, and we also have a race tomorrow night. So make sure you go check out tomorrow night our our ARCA guys, as I believe they are at Darlington tomorrow night for 110 laps. That is their throwback night. And then, of course, we got one more week before the Christmas break for everybody. Next week, Xfinity is going to be at North Wilkesboro. I believe the trucks next week are actually going to be right here at Worldwide Technology. Cup Series next week, we are at North Wilkesboro as well. And ARCA next week looks like they are going to be at Michigan. So we got one more good, solid pack of racing left before the Christmas break. But let's get into tonight. Tonight, like I said, we are here at Worldwide Technology Speedway, I believe is the name of it. As now we are actually having some sort of issues here, so I got to try to work through it here. Give me just a moment. Don't know why we're having said issue. Working on getting it up now. There we go. As we are finishing out practice as we speak. So actually, we're going to have that up. That is actually not the Looney Tunes Takes Kentucky. That was last week. Let's see here if I do believe I have our nice, pretty logo here for tonight. The Barbecue Burnout 170. I may actually try to fix that as we go along tonight. Let's take a look at our weather for this evening. Let's actually get this nice big logo out of the way here. Kind of a kind of a mild day here today. With a 79 degrees. Actually, I think we actually get a better one with that one right there. Yes, we do. Well, no, that took that away. Still trying to learn all this. 79 on the air. It's 91 degrees. On the track, so it's a little warm on the track. Let me fix this while I'm sitting here. And we'll get this all fixed up. But, yeah, we're looking forward to another great race. Like I said, I am all by myself for the moment. Hope to hear from Adam Chapman here very, very soon. As we are currently waiting on him. There we go. Now we got that updated correctly. Actually, we should see that starting to scroll through now with about 45 seconds left to go. So if we think back to last week, as actually I'm pulling it up as we speak. Last week, man, I know we saw some great racing out there in Kentucky. Scott Stewart Jr. brought home the win. Pretty much took the lead away. Actually, hold on. Let me make... No, he did not win it. Brandon Park won. Scott Stewart Jr. was up front. But Brandon Park and Jeff Medlin, of course, made the two-tire strategy stop on the last green flag pit stop and was able to bring home the W. We noticed that the number 4... No, hold on. Let me make sure I get the correct number here. Not the 4. Ed Morris in the 7... was leading the way about halfway through stage number 1 and ran into an issue. He was not paying attention and passed the pace car and had received a penalty, and therefore his night had basically been ruined, as passing the pace car is I believe it is a green flag hold in the box. So, but Brandon Parks was able to take advantage of it. But tonight, a lot of people are out tonight. That was something I noticed in the pre-race. I was going through some of the people who requested off for tonight, and we got quite a few people who are gonna not be here tonight. So let's go out here. Let's look out on track. The guy who is fastest in practice. And actually, let me get the that noise going for you there. You can actually hear some of the cars. Braden Moore, who is the fastest in practice right now, trying to see if he can maybe be able to put it down on pole. One thing about this track is it is very flat. I really, really hate turns 3 and turn 4. We'll see kind of what to expect from these guys tonight. After coming off of a race like Kentucky, where there was actually quite a bit of penalties. We had several penalties handed out after the race. We will get into that once qualifying is complete. Brandon Moore jumps to the top of the board over a second faster than most. Davey Hendricks barely misses out, as it looked like Brandon maybe slipped up a little bit right there. He may have just tapped the wall. His qualifying lap may be done, but he's going to keep running. You're starting to see all the time starting to file in here. Hopefully, Florence can get a better lap in this second go-around here. Actually, let's jump over to him here. He should be coming across the line. He does. He does only jump up to P5. Moore coming to the line. Does not look like he improves. So now let's go over here to Stewart. Stewart may have grabbed the wall a little bit there off of 2. Bucher comes across the line. Can't quite improve. Biggs with a good run there, jumps up to second. Now Justin May, he jumps up to second. Really quick on the qualifying times, as this is the man right here that we need to keep our eye on. He's been extremely fast all year, especially in qualifying. Scott Stewart, he jumps up to the top. by over almost a tenth and a half. But we're going to stay right here with Prita, going through turns 3 and 4. You see, it's a very, I mean, it's not flat, but it sure does feel flat. That's coming out of turn number 4, coming to the line. Prita improves, but only to 3rd, and Parks jumps up and knocks him back down. Right here's a guy, Ed Morris, who was extremely fast last week. Got the pole last week at Kentucky. He's a lot lower here in 3 and 4. Probably one of the lowest you'll see all night long. As long as he doesn't have to walk him out of 4, I don't think he hit it. Coming to the line, Morris only improves to 6th. Let's see. Fastbender in the Hooters, number 2. Currently, right now, sitting P14, about a half a second back, trying to see if he can improve here on his second lap. Haven't talked a lot about Fastbender this year. He's been quietly under the radar. Let's see, does he improve? It does not look like he improved. Let's see here. Just saying something extremely weird. Give me just a moment, you guys. Don't exactly know what happened here, but it's a first time for everything, I guess. I just noticed something on my timing screen that, like I said, I've never quite seen before. I've seen my name, funny enough. So it kind of threw me off just a little bit. And I had never quite seen that before. I'm not in here any different than what I usually am. So, yeah, so Scott Stewart will bring it home as qualifying just now finishes. So we will now take a look at our starting grid for this evening. As Scott Stewart Jr., he will start from P number 1. Bill Moore, P number 2. Brandon Parks starts in P3. Paul Chismut starts P4. Justin May, P5. Ed Morris Jr., P6, looking to bounce back after a terrible points night last week. Kevin Biggs, P7. Zach Bucher, P8. Davey Hendricks, P9. And Matt Forns, P10. Greg Rogers starts P11. Justin Cortez starts P12. P13, Ethan Flanagan. Tony Frey starts P14. John Fassbender Sr. starts P5. Danny Rogers, P6. Jeff Medlin, P17. Josh Vanguard rolls off P18. Matthew Richmond starts 19th. Tim Harmon rolls off P number 20. Joey Main starts 21st. Chase Harden, P22. Mike Simon, who potentially got decapitated last week, rolls off P23. Isaac Wilson, who had a terrible night at Kentucky, but of course is our Daytona winner, rolls off P24. Alan Kuhn starts 25th. I don't know why I'm there. I don't know why I'm there. And I apologize to everyone who is in there. I just never realized I joined in the wrong way. Whoops. Yeah. I was wondering why I was showing in there. Now I know. I better get some points. Cedric Bruce starts P27. Ed Morris Sr. 28th. Sam Sudstrom P29. Mitchell Conley P30. Connor Darnell P31. Oh my goodness. I deserved a big old kick in the head. Give me just a moment, you guys. Well, they're probably going to dock my pay after tonight. I'm just having just a great night, as you guys can tell. But yeah, Scott Stewart is going to bring us to the green flag. I was so wondering why. I believe I messed up one person's number for tonight. I think is what it is. And I apologize deeply to him. I'll figure out who it is I messed up for tonight, and I will shower him with something. I don't know. But I feel horrible. But here we go. Green flag getting ready to be displayed. I think we have a couple people starting from pit road. Pace truck makes the left-hand turn to head down pit road. Scott Stewart Jr. bringing us to the green. Green flag is in the air. Oh my goodness, horrible stack up on the inside lane. Something happened, but everyone keeps it straight. But Scott Stewart goes straight to the lead. Starts to fan out here as we kind of get to the backstretch. Already, Matt Foran's already looking underneath. I believe that's going to be the number 18 of Scott Biggs. I think they are no longer 3 wide there with Zach Bucher, but they look like they figured it out now. For now, Matt Foran looks like he will take the position. And now everyone kind of starts to single file it out. And this is just typical gateways. Right there's 3 wide action right there with Josh Fassbender. Who else is that right there battling right there? It look like the 3 of Jeff Medlin and Josh Vanguard. But they look like they kind of figured it out for the moment. Everyone kind of goes back to 2 wide as soon as I say that. Right back up front here. That looks like Cortez and Rogers, who looked like they were 3 wide for a second. Now several cars bouncing off the wall. I do already see front end damage. I believe that is to the Kevin Biggs machine. Already looks like he has some damage to the front end of that race car. Do remember, at the drop of the green flag, we did have a stack up on the inside lane, so there could be several other cars who may have some damage. By the way, if you are tuning in, let your favorite driver know that you're pulling for them in the chat. And also, if you have any suggestions, don't be afraid. Put them in the comments. Like I said, I do go back and I do watch them each and every week. So if you have a suggestion, don't be afraid. Put it in. Right now, though, everyone kind of single filing out at the current moment. Scott Stewart right now leading the way and actually starting to build somewhat of a gap over Brandon Moore here as we go through turns 3 and number 4. Stages tonight, lap 35, lap 70. So I do not believe we will have to make a pit stop here in the first or second stage. I think they may be able to take them at the stage break. But after lap 70, it is a 100-lap dash to the end. We may have a pit stop in there, but right now, as actually, I believe we just seen Scott Stewart just barely tag the wall. As I am trying to keep up to date with everything we got going on. See if we can see anything. It's actually right here. We go right here to a very interesting battle. 3 wide here. This is going to be tight between the 3, 16, and 6. Tony Frey trying to get out of the way. But that's Danny Rogers who has to kind of back out there to let Medlin kind of take that position. Medlin, I think, is the man on a move right now. Actually, not as much as I thought. Never mind. I thought he was on a lot bigger of a run. Nobody really kind of moving throughout the field right now. Everyone's kind of just not really moving a whole lot. And that's kind of what we expect at these kind of flat tracks. So you kind of see the rest of the field kind of passing by. Medlin puts I don't know if that's necessarily a blocking move, but kind of looked like he's kind of mirror driving down. But as you can see, everyone kind of getting through this first part of this race here. And this is such a tough thing about this track. This track is just one of those tough tracks to drive, and it's really hard. I've had more trouble at this racetrack than I have at most other racetracks that we race at here in the Relentless Racing League. Just because it's so hard sometimes to really gain to really kind of get momentum going here. As you can see, pretty much everybody now single file, but I do believe that is going to be the 48 of Mains, who's trying to set up a move here on Fastbender. This is actually the battle for P18. Mains looks to the inside. Looks like he is really well alongside right there. And he will complete the pass going into turn number 3. Right here's a little bit of a jumbled up mess between Cortez. I believe I seen the 18 in that mess. As right now we're on board here with Kevin Biggs. Looks like he went up the track, as it looks like Flanagan kind of causing a little bit of a backup here, but that could also be, I mean, that 18 has horrible, horrible front end damage. That may be causing the car to overheat just a little bit, and I mean, that's tough starting out, you know, starting off the race with that. He should be able to come down pit road at the end of the stage here and really be able to fix that up. But that is going to be a hamper for this rest of the stage. I know that is not making that car very comfortable to drive. Let's take a peek back out up front here. Scott Stewart really commanding his lead right now. I haven't really seen it move a whole lot, but it has extended what little bit it has had. The top 3 starting to put a check away. They are a second by themselves over the field. As we might get a good shot of the field here, or at least the front view. As you can see, everyone, especially in the top 10 or so, just kind of broken away from the pack, from the craziness, which is something we didn't see at Kentucky last week. It really seemed like the racing really kind of stayed tucked up. And as actually, let's go back here to this mess back here. I think, yes, as you can see, just behind Flanagan, it is just all sorts of stacked up. As you now see Jeff Bentley, he gets by right there. Cortez trying to look underneath the 18 of the Biggs machine there. As now, actually, let's look at this a little closer here. Cortez trying to hold back Rogers from getting by as they're stacked up by the 18 machine. The 18 has lost 7 positions, battling to lose that 7th position since the drop of the green flag. He is just going backwards to start off this race. He's actually our biggest loser to start this race, as he right now is still battling Rogers here for that P number 14. Rogers looks like he might be able to get this here, diving it off into turn number 1. Doesn't quite get as good of a run in the entry. Looking like he's going to try to get it coming off the corner. As you look like Biggs went up there, kind of tagged the wall, but the 18 does clear. And it looks like Cortez is thinking about it. Tony Frey pushed the block on the 48, diving into turn number 3. That's going to cause Mace to slide up. He barely misses out on Cortez. And now they are still side by side. And now Rogers once again alongside the 18 machine. 2 really close battles right here as we were able to see them side by side going into turn number 1. Rogers pushes Biggs all the way up to the track. Cortez follows Biggs all the way up there. That should open the door for Rogers. He clears, and now Tony Frey clears the 13. And now Mains, he opens the door, overshoots the corner, tags the 13. Everyone's going to save it for the moment. There's still going to be 3 wide off of turn number 4. Oh my, Mains looked like he sent it into turn number 3. It just tagged the 13. There's still 3 wide. Mains looked like he tried to turn down on the Richmond machine, but everyone saves it. Fastbender grabs the wall hard. That could be some wheel damage. But it looks like everyone keeps it going for now. We're actually going to go back to this battle for the 14th position, as it is. This has been Biggs, who is just falling to the wayside right now. Can't seem to gain anything. He is desperately needing a caution here to try to get some of this damage fixes. We can see just up the road from this as Flanagan and Rogers are also battling up there. As we continue on here. Really exciting racing is once again, as you can see, Biggs once again trying to be set up for the passes. We actually see Maine's got past Tony Frey. And Cortez now gets past Biggs. Biggs now falling back behind Mays. Now Mays trying to get by him. Just can't quite get by him just yet. So once again, back there in the back, we see Fassbender getting ran up the racetrack there as he is slowly but surely falling back. Mays looks like he's setting up a move here. On the 18 machine, as we are already halfway through stage number 1 here. As I don't quite know what the scoring table is doing, but it should have fixed itself. But a lot of craziness here to start out here at stage number 1. I don't quite know what the scoring table is doing. But Scott Stewart has now extended to over a second and a half in the lead here, almost to a second and a half here in the lead. As stage number 1, 20 laps in of 170 laps total for this evening. Once again, we got to thank each and every one of you that are tuned in, watching right now. Once again, right now, I think for the most part, I think everyone's kind of solved themselves out just a little bit here. Actually, as I say that right here, Matt Forrest, let's take a look at this. As he's starting to try to make some moves up as, I figured it out. I now see whose number I took from him. Rogers, who is showing in the 26, he is actually in the 21 because I took his number away from him because I'm an idiot. Oh, Ford smacks the wall really hard there. So that looks like that's going to reopen the door for the 21 machine. We have seen people really be able to defend with this top lane. As it looked like Rogers really drove it deep into the corners. He completely clears Forns there out of turn number 2. And now that may open the door for Davey here in one of my favorite M&M schemes right there. I really do like that M&M scheme there. Looking back from last week, Scott Stewart led 23 laps last week, scored 18 stage points last week. You know, he's looking to try to continue this great season that he's having. As actually I'm trying to get over to the standings right now as we're watching this side-by-side battle here with Matt Forns and Davey. Yeah, Scott Stewart sitting second in the points, only sitting 36 points behind Ed Morris. As actually Scott Stewart jumped up quite a bit, jumped up 4 spots from last week. But right now, Scott Stewart does not have a win right now, so he is desperately wanting to try to get a win to try to relax the rest of this season here as we are still watching this side-by-side battle. And the problem is between the 10 and the 00, as they continue to battle side-by-side, that is opening the door for Jeff Medlin, who is just a tick behind them now. He's trying to get some stage points. I will say, you know, we have had different winners in each race right now. We have not had a repeat winner yet, as we're on our 6th race of the season. And, you know, when we start looking at these points, you know, we're starting to notice, you know, things are starting to come together now. And it's going to be interesting going the rest of the way. As you can see, Davey gets in front of... Davey gets in front of Matt, as actually we go up here and we look at the battle for 5th. As it looks like Ed Morris was able to complete the pass. Now he's trying to set up the move on Brandon Park. Let's go back here and see if our crazy children back here have figured themselves out. It looks like they have, And I hate to say it, I don't see somebody. There he is. There's Kevin Biggs, who is just dropping like a rock. He is ready for these next 9 laps to tick off the board. I know he is ready for this, because I know he desperately needs it. As right now he is at a negative 12 when it comes to positions at the current moment. As look, Tony Frey has been dropping back. He's the second biggest mover. Don't know exactly what the board is showing here. I think it could just because we're so far back. Scott Stewart still showing the way here. As we should start to see the board start to fix itself. I hate that it does that. I hate that for y'all because it could really be very misleading for everyone. But it looks like it has fixed itself. My apologies. Lap 28, as we are nearing the end of stage number 1. As we are currently taking these laps away just as quickly as we can. Let's jump back here to this battle. As this battle all of a sudden has really heated up here. As it looks like Ed Morris might actually be falling back here. As really, it looks like the battle for about this top 3 is really about to heat up here all the way to outside of stage points. All the way back from 3rd, which is Perita, all the way back to 11th back there, as you can see. And now that's starting to become 12th as Rogers, the other Rogers, is starting to make himself onto the scene. But, you know, running out of laps, you're not going to have a lot of laps to make moves here, as it finally looks like Medlin is on the back of Forns here. As we'll see Medlin, he's going to try to see if he can get up underneath the 10. Can't quite do it there. Forns kind of moves up the racetrack just a little bit. We'll see, can Medlin try to get the run? As it looks like Forns may have grabbed the wall. As actually Bucher, it's like he's trying to set up a move on that number 7 car. He is actually alongside of him here, as well as the 21 is, I believe, alongside the 90. Now the 7 grabs quite a bit of the wall here. Zach Bucher trying to clear our points leader. Just can't quite do it. And of course, as soon as I say that, he does clear. Crossover move here by Morse. Can't quite get there, but that does open the door for the 0-0 to try to get there on the 7. And that also does bring up the 10 and the 3 closer into this battle. As these laps are really starting to tick away. You know, last week we were worried about rain coming into the area. This week, not looking like we're going to be having the same issue. Really green here to start this race. Kind of typical for Gateway. You know, not a lot going on, but we do got side-by-side action here. Davey trying to get past the 7. As I don't really want to leave this battle, but I think we're going to, as we're watching May and Roger start to battle side-by-side. As they're battling, you can also see the battle back there between Davey and the 7. They figure it out for the moment. Well, we should see everyone come down for service here. As it looks like we do see everyone coming down for some service. Somebody who I'm sure is extremely happy to see this yellow come out is going to be the driver of the 18, Kevin Biggs, who hopefully will be able to get his damage fixed and be able to get back out there. Because we did have the massive stack up. And I believe right now, as everyone is slowly but surely making their way down the track towards their pit boxes. Let's see here who will win the race off of pit road as I hit the wrong one. everyone, as we expect, should be getting 4 tires and fuel here to make another run. As Scott Stewart did not win the race off. I believe that was Brandon Moore who won the race off of pit road, if I'm seeing things correctly. No, May wins the race off of pit road. Well, we're going to take us a quick commercial break, as I am going to need something for my throat, as I was not expecting to call this whole race by myself. So, give me just a moment as we take a quick commercial break before we drop to the green flag. Alrighty. I believe we're actually getting ready. Boy, I guessed on that. I couldn't really see where they were, but we are getting ready to drop the green flag again. Justin May wins the race off of pit road. Let's see if this changes anything here. So we get ready to start stage number 2. So we don't see the same kind of stack up we see at this start, but Justin May gets up, covers off the position, so he leads us off into turn number 1. Scott Stewart already trying to retake the lead from Justin May. Can't quite do it there. So we'll see what happens here as they dive it off into turn number 3. Do you remember it took Stewart a couple of laps there to really kind of start building that lead. Looked like he had a mid to late run car. We'll see what happens here on the short run. As you can see, this field all knotted up together. That's probably what, you hear the term yellows will breed yellows. That's probably what would happen if we start to see some yellows here. As you can see, this field is absolutely chaotic as we see somebody back there tag the wall just a little bit, but everyone keeps it straight for the moment. Actually, no, we did not keep it straight, I don't believe, for the moment. Ethan Flanagan. I'm not seeing an incident anywhere. We stay green, but Scott Stewart gets underneath the 90 of Justin May. We'll see here. May is going to try to clear the 90 here coming off of turn number 2. I think he got him. He cleared him. Back to the lead, Scott Stewart. Brandon Moore also now trying to pass 17 as well with the 21. He's trying to get up there, trying to get past these guys. Parks left on that outside lane, which we had thought was a very good defending lane. Looks to not be the case. Looks like the passing lane might actually be on the bottom. So we dive it off here into turn number 1. Parks goes really, really high there. Allows Moore to get a good run here. We'll see what happens here as they go down the back. Parks able to defend the position. He will hang on to P number 3. Somebody who I am not seeing right now, Paul Chisamut. What happened to him? He's back here in the back, along with Edward Morris. I am not sure what happened here. Something had to have happened because as well back here with him is Edward Morris in the 7. Ethan Flanagan is also back here. I wonder if all these guys maybe had fixed their damage there. But we continue on here. As Scott Stewart, like I said, re-obtained the lead here. As actually, we'll kind of look back at the battle that is currently happening back in P11 between Cortez and Forns. But it looks like at the moment they kind of got everything figured out. And I think for the most part, everybody's kind of single filed out here at the moment. I don't believe we have any side-by-side action currently. As you can see already, Scott Stewart. Oh my goodness, what a move by the 12. He's going to push Forns up the track. Oh, we got one wrecking back here. Saves it. Darnell, what a save by the 9. As we stay green, that's going to push him really off the pace. What a move there. Actually, since we're back here, let's take a look here. Actually, I'm kind of glad we kind of went back up here. Look at this battle we got going on between Park and Moore for the P3 position. Actually, go ahead, slap that 21 in there as well. He's actually looking on the outside. And here's one of our biggest movers of the race, Jeff Medlin. He is trying to fight into this top 5. Actually, he's not the biggest mover. We got several people on the biggest mover list right now. Medlin's there. Maines is there. Mike Simon, Isaac Wilson, and Coons all are at double-digit position gains to start off. But it looks like Rogers there, he gets past Parks now. He's set up into P3. So we go back up front here to our leader here. There's a side-by-side battle. That looks like between the 16 and the 48. They were definitely touching there in between turns 3 and turn 4. We'll see if anything happens here into turn number 1. They do have some separation there. They get side by side. Oh, Maines grabs the wall quite a bit, but continues going. Darnell, I think, once again, slaps really hard off the wall back there. So we got the battle here. I think we also got a battle going on for 4th, as Jeff Medlin does look like he gets past the 17, but the side-by-side battle is still right here between these two for another lap. Oh, Maines hits the wall really hard off of 4 there, but somehow is continuing to maintain his position there alongside the 16. You know, we're coming to 20 laps to go left in this stage. It's, you know, we'll start to see some more of these people start to make some moves. I think I just heard ever so faintly somebody tagging the wall. Not really sure where that was, but now Cortez now is joining in on the battle with Rogers and Maines. Let's see here if anything happens here off the corner. They all figure it out. We'll see if Rogers tries to set up another move here as they go into turn number 1. I don't think he's quite close enough. He is not. Cortez, though, he thought he was close enough. He dives in underneath the 16. So he might be able to try to see if he can try to clear the 16. Can't quite. We'll see. The 16 has been really good on that top lane. We'll see if he'll be able to defend. He can defend. And Forns, he's on the outside of Cortez right there. He actually clears Cortez there off of turn number 4, but it's actually, I believe I did see it. There it is right there. Side. Oh, the 3 looked like he tagged the 90 there. Tony Frey crashed. Yellow is out. What happened here with the 30? Oh, just gets turned, just misses the green cone. Just misses out on a yellow. Oh, gets tagged from behind. And the yellow flag is out. As now this kind of adds Boy. Boy, oh boy. So I don't believe we will see anyone near the top come for service. But once again, these guys are making me look like a liar right off the bat. That look like the 84 machine. Brandon Moore, he goes down for service. Wondering if he maybe tried to set himself up for stage number 3. So he comes in and gets service there. It does look like the 21, even though it shows the 26. The 21 of Greg Rogers did actually get past the 90 of Justin May there just before the yellow came out. I just so happened to see that yellow occurring on my timing screen just as it had occurred. So, we are just kind of, now you start to wonder if we will start to see more yellows start to happen, with the yellows breed yellows. Because, these restarts, they are definitely close. But as it looks like Scott Stewart will take the bottom here. The bottom does look like it has been a really fast launch here. And on both restarts, the leader has been able to clear and move up before we even get to turn 1. Look like there is some dirt in the middle of turns 1 and 2. I don't know if anyone had noticed that, but there was just a little ploof of smoke. A little ploof of smoke there as they were coming through turns 1 and 2. And I am so deeply confused. Is there actually like a road right behind the track or something? Okay, I guess I do see it now. Okay, I see that now. Okay. I don't know. I don't watch Gateway, so I didn't know really what was behind there. But here we go. We're getting ready to go back to green as we are actually running on board here with Scott Stewart. As we come out of turn number 4, as we enter the restart zone, Scott Stewart launches, gets a really good launch. Rogers caught napping, as now it looks like the battle's going to be on for second. With only 15 laps, this is where we could see somebody try to make a move here to maybe try to get some additional stage points here, as we are, officially a third of the way through this season. Especially if you don't have a win, you got to start gaining some points somehow. As Rogers was able to take third, Medlin will, Rogers takes back second. Medlin takes third from May. Bucher trying to join in the party. Right now, the first battle is back here in 8th, as Davey is under attack from the 10. Well, as soon as I say that, Bucher starts to get attacked. Well, he was getting attacked and is now attacking the 17. That's just a whole wadded up mess there. But Parker coming from the top lane, I think he might be able to defend this position and be able to take it from Bucher and maybe try to see if he can get alongside the 90 here coming out of turn number 4. Can't quite get there, but he will clear the 14. The 14 drops back. Somebody back there grabbed the wall. But everyone keeps it straight. 17, as you can see, he is really up there. He's one of the highest drivers I've seen tonight. Really kind of up there in turns 1 and 2. As he's trying to see if he can make that work. Trying to get the run here to see if maybe he can go run down this 90 and try to take over P number 4. As, you know, the 90 felt like he's probably high enough, but the 17 goes just a tad bit higher. Oh, now he switches up. He goes to the bottom. He gets alongside the 90. He's there. Can the 17 clear him? Can't quite. That might open the door for the 90 to be able to drive back by him here off the exit. He didn't clear him all the way down the back, so that's going to open the door for the 17 to try to take this position away. Can't quite get to the bottom. He slips up, which throws him back into Zach, who Zach has to really jump out of the throttle. And that should clear the 90. Oh my goodness, he almost clears himself. And now we breathe for another moment. I don't know what happened there, right in the middle of turns 3 and 4, but and once again, he almost does it again. It's almost like he almost applies too much brake there in the center of the corner, and that really opens the door there for somebody to try to jump underneath the 17, as it almost costed him again, but now that opens the door for Davey to get up underneath the 14. He is alongside, and it looks like Davey might actually clear. He does clear Zach for P number 6. So once again, Davey is back on the move. And our biggest mover of the race right now is Jeff Medlin up in P number 3 at a positive 14 spots. But there are several other guys who are in the contendership for that biggest mover of the night, as Matt Forge tries to make it 3 wide here with Maines, and then they are 3 wide with Zach Bucher, who gets a little loose on the bottom. That's going to put Maines up in the wall. He tags the wall, but they continue to stay straight, as now Bucher's about to fall all the way outside of the top 10. He restarted, I think, about P6, and after having to jump out of the throttle because of the 17, is now on the verge of not even scoring a single stage point here, unless he can try to regather it up over these next 9 laps. But here comes the 19. I believe he had to fix some damage there at the end of stage number 1. Has now found himself back. As look at this mess right here behind them all here. I mean, this is involving the 18, the 13. Oh, contact! Boy, we went right aboard just at the right time. There was definitely some contact there between Richmond and I believe that's Coons in the 60. Now the 18, he's alongside. And now the 13, he's going to get alongside the 93. And the guy who took probably tires underneath that last stop, he's right behind all of this going on. As you can kind of see him right there in pretty much the middle of our screen. Matthew Ridgway, he's going to get put 3 wide. Fassbender thinks better of it. That causes the 84 to check up. 93 now alongside the 60. Do you remember they made contact just 1 lap ago? Now they're side by side. Now the 84, look at this. He's thinking about it. He's going to make it 3 wide. Fassbender checks out of it. But now the 84 screaming on the bottom. They're able to make it stick at the moment as he's trying to get alongside here. I believe that's going to be the 60. He does, I believe he might even actually clear the 60. He does now. He's trying to get alongside the 93. As I believe he is alongside of him now. And actually, you can see it right there. He clears. Oh, wrecking. Big wreck behind. I think he might actually save it. No yellow. Trying to see who that is. I believe that's the 60. It is the 60. What happened there? Let's back this up really quickly here to see if we can see exactly what happened. I believe he may have been tagged. Oh, he was tagged by the 30. Unsure if he hit the wall, but I think he will be okay. Let's jump back up to our live action here as we're looking at the battle for 4th. As now Matt Fords, he's actually looking like he's trying to take P6 behind him from Davey. And right now, May will continue to hang on to P number 4 as we are closing down these laps here to the end of stage number 1. As now David looks like he might be trying to get alongside the 17. Actually, let's go back up here. These two guys, once again, side by side like they have been for most of the night here, especially in stage number 2, this 14 and 48. And now let's go and throw the 19 into that mix. He thought about maybe trying to take it 3 wide, thought better of it, but Maine should get the run here off the corner, and I think he does. He clears, and now the 19 might even be able to try to clear this 14. The 14 has fallen all the way out after starting P6 with about 20 laps to go in the stage. Now finds himself outside of the stage points. And somebody else who is making a resurgence here is Kevin Biggs. He is making strides. As you can see right there, he was P13. He's just behind Zach Buecher, who's in P11. He's trying to get back up there. And also the guy who took tires underneath that last yellow, he's back there in P14. And Maines and Chisamut side by side. Paul should be able to clear him. I think he did. Nope, not yet. They're still side by side. So we got 1 lap to go left in the stage. As the battles hopefully will start to figure themselves out here. But I don't know. The way these two are battling here, this could open the door for something to happen here. Buecher, he may try to send it here on the 48 to try to get this 1 point back, to try to salvage a point. Zach sends it. Now the 84, he sends it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get there. The 48 trying to hold it, working on the top. I wish this camera angle would move. There we go. Mays will get the last stage point. And now this is interesting on what Moore does here going into stage number 3. Scott Stewart sweeps the stages. Wins now stage number 2, trying to go for the sweep. As you can now see, the pace truck starting to roll. But yes, Scott Stewart once again from Omaha, Nebraska, North-South Racing. But I do expect to see everyone come down pit road for some service here. I will attempt to try and talk to Scott. Yep, I do see him. We will wait and try and talk to him after the pit stops. But as we are underneath our 3rd yellow of the evening, as we see everyone coming down pit road. Sorry, trying to find a good one that works there for that. We will see who wins the race off of pit road. Do remember, I believe it was May who made a bold strategy there in stage number 1. And I will say Brandon Moore did also come down pit road. So tried something and didn't really get, I'm sure, what he wanted out of that. We will see who will win this race off of pit road. Once again, I don't think, the 27 is just going to get it over the 21, then the 3, and then it is 3 wide coming out. See if we can actually talk to the driver of the 27. But firstly, I don't know. Let me see if he's had his coffee yet. As he just decided to walk into the booth here. Chapman, do you got your headset on yet? Can you hear me yet? Take that as a no. He's not there yet. So we will wait for that. And actually, you know what? We are gonna go ahead and pull Scott Stewart up here. No, never mind. They're doubled up. We are not going to be able to do that. But we're going to get ready to start stage number 3 here. Scott Stewart, like we said, going for the sweep. I think he has not led, but only just probably like 5 to 6 laps of the 70-ish that we have. That we have already ran under green flag conditions here. This is technically our 3rd yellow for this evening. Once again, if you're out there watching, let us know who you're pulling for. You know, these guys, I know a lot of these guys do go back and rewatch the race on Thursday morning. And so I'm sure they would love to see their favorite people out there supporting them. But we'll see. Can anyone dethrone Scott Stewart, who looks like he has figured this place out? Scott Stewart launches once again. Rogers gets a better jump. Matt Forens completely misses the shift. Oh my goodness. And that causes chaos. Forens completely just did not go there at the start. And that's going to stack everybody up. And now that may cause some interesting things to happen here in stage number 3, as there's a lot of fast cars now stuck back here in the middle of the pack now. As we are, you know, inside of 100 laps to go, we're not exactly sure when these guys will have to pit, but you have to think, you know, they may try to, if they can make it, you know, to 120, that would be ideal if they can make it to 120. And right here, as we are starting to see this really weird things. Oh, the 7, he gets slightly turned. Everyone making evasive moves, trying to avoid him, and they do damage on the rear end of the 7. I am not sure what happened there. See if we can back this up really quickly here, and if we can see quickly what happened here. It happened out of turn number 2. I think he slid up. Oh, and just lost it, and I'm not sure who that is that he made contact with. But they will have front end damage, but that could effectively end the night for the 7 on trying to bounce back. And I believe I believe it's Vanguard who's going to have that right or left front damage from making contact with the 7. As Bucher now gets around Tim, so now the 83 is going to be looking for a yellow to try to get some of that damage fixed, and we can already see that if you can get the damage fixed, you will definitely be quite a bit faster. As we actually see Chisholm out there setting up a great move there on the 00, but can't quite get there alongside. And Scott Stewart once again starting to pretty much gap the field already once again, as it doesn't look like anybody has anything for this 27. As I'm sitting here looking, actually, Scott Stewart, like we said at the top of the broadcast, Scott Stewart does not have a win. So he would be our 6th different winner in 6 races, as we actually have a yellow. Matt Forens crashes. Oh my goodness, heavy impact here. Let's see here if we can go back. What happens is he has the meatball flag. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, hits the wall, goes to the inside, and thankfully doesn't come back up out into the middle of the track. But man, heavy contact there. As actually here, let's see if we can actually get an onboard view of this incident here. As man just hits the wall, loses control, and man just, and does a great job there keeping that car there down on the bottom. As that looks like that is going to be the end of the night for the 10 car, as we see him sitting back on pit road. Man. As actually here. Actually, let's actually see if we can actually bring him in here. Matt Forns, Derek here, getting you catching you out of the infield care center, man. What happened there, man?
I just hit the wall coming out of 4 and it just shot me down to the inside wall and we're done. So
you're the first one that I've seen that's really bounced off the wall and got loose like that. Did the contact with the wall feel any different than maybe what you have felt throughout the rest of this race?
hold I'm sorry, I got my wife yelling at me. Hold on.
You're good,
It just shot me down to the inside wall. I don't know. Kind of one of those things. Hard to
gauge.
know what happened.
Yeah, well, I'm about to say, man.
But at least I didn't get anybody else caught up in it.
That is true because we've seen a lot of incidents like that where they've shot back up. So it was really good, and it sucks. It looked like you were having a really good night. You kind of struggled there through the middle of the stage too, but you figured it out near the end. So I was really hoping to see what you was gonna be able to do here in stage 3, man. But hopefully,
yeah, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I burnt my shit up bad in stage 1, and tried a couple different things in stage 2. Found some stuff there at the end, so I was pretty much looking forward to this. But yeah, that didn't work out.
Well, all right,
so
everybody.
on the next week.
Yes, sir. Well, hey, we'll see you at North Wilkesboro there next week. All right.
All right.
You're north-south, right?
Yeah, man.
All right. As that was the driver of the number 10, and once again, we'll see here. Adam Chapman, you got your headset on finally.
Oh yeah, hey buddy.
Hi, he's here. He finally decides to join us. Like I said, his plane thought he wasn't supposed to get here until next Wednesday, but then he forgot, or next Tuesday. But no, he was supposed to be here this Wednesday. Well, buddy, welcome.
I forgot about it.
It's all right.
How are you?
Man, great. You missed a really good start to this race. Honestly, it's just like every other flat track we expect, but I'll tell you one thing that has been shocking. Scott Stewart, who is sitting second in points right now, going for the sweep, and honestly, I don't think there's anybody better than him right now.
I'm looking at some of these paints that's on these cars this week. There's some really good looking paints out here on track. I'm not going to lie. Like, I am a big fan. I'll get through them in a minute, but I'm a big fan of them.
So, of course, our one DNF, and actually, you're going to notice something on your timing screen. There's a certain 21 car who got his first Cup start tonight, or at least that's what I'm hoping they're going to give me tonight. Scott Stewart takes the green flag, and once again, inside lane does not get or outside lane does not get going again. It really looks like that inside lane has been the dominant line, but Jeff Medlin, he's trying to take over P2. Chapman, one thing you will notice, as I'm sure you've watched more Gateway races than me, really, really chaotic here on these starts when everyone's kind of tucked up together. I talked about it. We talked about it last week. Yellows breed yellows. It looks like we may be looking at that again here tonight, as you can see this absolute chaos here behind everybody.
I want to mention, and I don't know if you talked about it, this is the newer updated Gateway.
No, didn't.
Compared to the old one.
Still looks like the same piece.
Yes,
of
this
track,
is it is a new surface compared to the old one. So the tires do not wear as much. And honestly, to me, it's a lot easier to drive, which makes it usually a more chaotic race, to be honest.
And we are seeing
yeah, I mean, you can tell by this new track just because there ain't no lines. Like, usually there's lines through the corner, the white dash. There's usually like a white dash. So, but yeah, this is the updated version of the Gateway track. So it's pretty cool to actually see, these cars on this track, really, because also the NASCAR in real life next season will go to this same track now, the Cup Series. So looking forward to that one. But yeah, it's interesting because usually when it comes to Gateway, in 1 and 2 you run the middle lane.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like what you would in New Hampshire.
Yep.
But with this updated version, I have noticed you can actually run lower and be able to still generate runs. So it creates multi-groove racing in 1 and 2. Now 3 and 4, you want to run the bottom line, in my opinion. Still,
Well, one thing we have noticed tonight is the outside lane is still super powerful. You may lose it in the side of the corner, but you really gain it back on the exit to center of the straightaway. Right. And I will tell you, Chapman, as you're just trying to figure out where you want to keep your eyes out. Honestly, looking over between P10 to P18, 19. That pack of cars has been lumped up since stage number 1, and they all can't get away from one another. We've seen 3 wide, 2 wide. We've seen cars bouncing off of one another. That tight-knit group there has just been together all night long.
When you see 3 wide on this track, that's pretty impressive, because 3 wide just don't happen here.
Oh, no.
Especially honestly, it just don't. Yeah, it just does not happen here. Because it is a very tight exit to a corner. I'm trying to think of the closest thing. New Hampshire still pops into my mind. Yeah. It was a very tight exit, so. There we go. Now I got my timing screen up.
Yeah. And like I said, you're probably going to notice there's a certain.
I did.
Wasn't thinking about it. Yeah. So I hope they count that as my first official start for this Cup Series. But anyway, seen somebody moving back there. That looked like they shot down the track. I'm not exactly sure who that was.
That's impressive, though, man. I mean, you're 20 or 88 laps in now, and you got 26 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, we've only had 2 yellows for incidents tonight. Of course, our most recent one just got done talking to that driver, Matt Forns, who just an unfortunate bounce off the wall. Yeah.
Messed up on the restart a little bit.
Yeah, he messed up on the restart and then bounced off the wall coming off a 4, and it just shot him down, which is not something that we've seen anybody else have that problem with tonight. So that might be something we think about going forward. And Chapman, we were just riding on board with the 18. Oh, my goodness, evasive moves by Kevin Biggs. He's going to be on the wall.
I was just watching them too. I actually did not see that happen, but yeah, it goes back. Ooh, see, there's the tight exit.
Yeah, and right there,
you can see that was almost problems.
Had to make a evasive move to not run over. I believe it was the 48 of Maine's. Just, absolute dodging. And I will say,
very impressed with Scott Stewart, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be strategy. Yeah. I think it's going to be some sort of strategy. We're kind of used to that down in our truck series, seeing about the same guy or a guy just completely dominate a race. So you usually got to start thinking.
There's usually 1 or 2.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at the last couple of laps. Actually, for the last few laps, the fastest is Brandon Park in 4th. He's actually 2/10 quicker last time by than Scott Stewart.
Yeah, the 17 has, he's been hanging around the top 5 most of the night. Not really ever been the outright quickest, but, and right now, Chapman, Jeff Medlin is actually our biggest mover of the race at a positive 14 positions gained for the night. He's really looking to try to put an exclamation point, but there are several guys down throughout the field who can actually pass him for that, for most positions gained, as Isaac Wilson, who's
really good battle for second.
Yeah, as the battle for second is starting to heat up. Now we got 3 cars pretty much nose to tail. And Chad, we also don't know when these guys have to pit, but I would think about lap 120 is when we might see something.
They pitted on the last Austin, the last stage, right? And what was that? 70?
70. Yep.
80, 90. You're probably looking at about 40, 45 laps with these cars. So
that could mean 2
you
stop.
figure that out.
Yeah, that could almost be a 2-stopper.
Yeah, I mean, it may be a little bit more as well. I'm trying to remember what it was like when we had that one green flag stop. Had a little bit bigger of a track. I mean, it may be a little bit more than that, honestly. But, I mean, you're not going to run 50 because you're going to do it. And I would imagine 50 is going to be too much. But I would imagine 40, 45, I would say.
Yeah. And we're still watching this battle for second. And Chapman, something I've noticed is, I don't know if Scott's saving just a little bit here, or if he's
reeling him in. They've been reeling him in.
Yeah, Scott's not able to get away like he has the rest of that we've seen for this evening's race. That might be something to look out for here, and maybe it's just because there's finally some build up now, and they're having to really kind of move around.
I was sitting there. It could be that he, like you mentioned, he could be saving just a little bit because there is times where he is faster. But I mean, these guys was racing pretty hard with each other, and they were still faster than he was a minute ago. So we'll kind of watch
I
that.
just about died right here live. Jesus Christ, that drink went down the wrong pipe. Good grief. I don't know how you did this all by yourself.
It makes you so bad
Oh,
because somebody's talking at the same time. It's like, I don't care.
yeah.
I'm going to die. That's funny.
Yeah, honestly, Rogers, which actually, Rogers is the 21. I decided to take his number from him tonight. I didn't feel like he deserved it.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's actually the 21.
The 20s. Let's see, Rogers now.
Yeah, he's
but we didn't talk about points.
Yes,
and
talk about that.
You did talk about points?
Well, yeah, we talked about it. Right now, Scott Stewart, who overall is second in points. But if we look at the playoffs,
Ed Morris is first.
Right now. And Ed Morris is not having a very good night tonight. Back there in P17. But right now, Scott Stewart second in the overall points. Yes, he's not had. He struggled near the beginning of the race. But yeah, if you look at it, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's actually sitting P7 in the playoff standings. But he's going for maximum points tonight. I mean, if he does that, I think
Stewart's won both stages?
Yes, he's led all but 5 laps, I think.
So he's got a lot of bonus points in,
Yeah, he's definitely.
So he's going to get a ton.
Yeah, he's really looking to because he's only 36 points back off of.
He may not be the leader much longer.
I just noticed that too. Rogers here has been a man on a mission here these last couple laps here. Let's see what happens here. Actually, let's go ahead. Let's look at the previous lap times here. Let's go ahead and show this here. Rogers has been consistently faster, and it's not even close. Rogers, man.
Yeah, looking at the lap times, he's been tenths. I said tenths with the S on the end, and here you go.
Yep, as actually we're going to see as Rogers can't quite get there from there.
What's that say on his collar? Derby? The shop? Trying to see what it says on the quarter panel. I can't really tell. I need to look. Kind of like that pink though. SVR
and
shop.
Once again,
Derby.
another. Right there, just because they were side by side.
It's a motorcycle shop.
He was just barely faster, but Rogers, I mean, he is there. He is all over the back bumper here, and Stewart, who has not had to really, he's only had to pass one person all night. This is not really what he wants to see right now.
Want to mention Connor Darnell. He was out on. Never mind. I'm about to say he's still on pit lane. I was about to say he was out on track, but he actually was not. So never mind.
He also wrecked early in stage number 2. Didn't really get to see if he hit the wall or not, but I mean he's just had a very rough season. I think if actually as I look in the
I'm not sure where he is in points. I'm not sure where he is.
31st.
Oh, right there, 31st. Yep. That's tough.
It's a tough. And to be fair, okay, never mind. I thought he was the one with 20 penalty points, but no. I mean, coming from somebody who, if it wasn't for the last 2 weeks, would also be down there in the bottom. I know how that feels. So.
Where's Davey running
out? Davey. He's actually P5 in the overall standings, but is P8 in the playoff standings.
Well, I'm kind of going through looking at team points right now because they're somewhat close. Right now, Primetime, I believe, would lose. The points position. William Moore, I believe that there's a chance that they could lose that points, the lead in the team championship. That's something I'll keep an eye on after.
I will say,
the sun's coming out.
Yeah, sun's coming out, which may cause some. Oh, Medlin, he tried to dive it there into turn number 1, just missed out. And I'm with you, Chad, but now that the sun's out, this could really change how these race cars are handling.
Yeah, and I do want to mention as well, you talked about the sun coming out, we just seen a position change. William Moore has went from 9th to 7th in 2 laps.
He is another one of those guys who is a man on a mission. And once again, we want to thank each and every person is tuning in right now. You know, make sure you shout out your favorite driver as we are getting to near the end of this thing, as we are inside of 70 laps to go. You know, I think it's going to be tough for anybody to
I went
beat
out
Stewart.
to a Mexican restaurant tonight, Derek. I went out to a Mexican restaurant tonight, and I got called Poppy. And I'm very happy about that. I don't know why. I've been telling everybody. And by the way, Scott Stewart just hit the wall. So for now on, that's what I'm going to put on my car. That's why I want you to know that.
Roger's looking to take the lead away from Stewart as I am contemplating what I just heard.
Miranda stared a hole through because I thought she was going to smack the woman that said it.
I mean, I would. Oh, big dive here by Rogers. Look at this dive move. He's trying to get underneath Stewart. He's there. He's there. Oh my gosh, camera angle move.
Scott Stewart might be calling Greg Rogers Poppy here in a second because
Rogers is there.
He's really good off turn 2.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, even though he was side by side, he was still a 10th quicker than.
There he goes, dive down. There's the run. Stewart got loose.
Yep, and right there, Rogers, he's
really
there.
Hard.
This will be the first time Stewart's been passed under green for the lead.
I don't think he'll play it.
He got it.
Oh, he's going to play it because Stewart goes high. Stewart goes really high.
Really high there.
Almost contact with the 3.
Yeah, and now this just kind of throws everything into some into disarray.
Take that man's number. How you gonna take his number and let him win?
You know the crazy thing, I didn't even realize it until we got into qualifying, and I seen 21D Pemberton on the timing. I was like, there's no other Pemberton in this league, especially the drives at 21. What the heck is this? And then I realized that on the starting grid.
I've done it.
I just joined.
I remember.
I just doing whatever I was supposed to.
You don't remember when we used to do that? Like literally both of our names will be in there as we got about for second. Stewart maybe losing second. He's burnt his stuff up.
Yes, you know, maybe with that sun coming out, maybe he's had to change up his line. But yeah, Stewart, this is the furthest back we've seen Stewart all night in P3, and that is crazy to think about. 107 laps into the race, over almost 3/4 of the race done, and third is the farthest back you've been all night. That is crazy.
That is crazy, actually. I'm really impressed with Jeff. Like you said, he started 17th. He's up to 2nd, and then Danny Rogers, you mentioned, he's up to right now 6th. He started 16th. I mean, there's some really good drivers that have moved up to tonight. A lot of them are top 10. I mean, they're still in the top 10, but they're not where you would really expect them to be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, that is very.
Like William Moore, who qualified 2nd, he's back to 7th. Chisholm or Paul back to
9th. Something happened at the end of stage 1. On the initial green flag, the entire inside lane kind of like stacked up. That's actually what happened to Biggs. Biggs fell all the way back to like P23 in stage 1 after starting like P8 due to front end.
So he's worked his way back.
Yes, he's
back up.
I think a lot of fast guys kind of got bumped back there. Just with all that damage. And I will say right now, Medlin and Rogers have extended from Stewart by almost a second.
Good battle right here between Isaac Wilson and Mike Simon from 13th and 14th. They're side by side going through 3 and 4. This is kind of a big one off for a few minutes. The 12 gets runs on Isaac, and then it kind of gets shut down off turn 4. It gets shut down pretty good. So we're seeing a lot of runs get. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, right now we are at 40 laps since majority of
the
field came down the road. Yeah.
And it's going to make it interesting because you really, to be honest, if they can make it to 120, they can make it on one stop.
Yeah. But if they can't,
they can make it 120.
Yeah, and we're still watching this, and that is something I have really noticed tonight, really, is these are, oh, wow, a lot of craziness happened there off the corner.
I heard that. There was contact somewhere. Somebody got hit pretty good.
And Isaac Wilson, he's got to watch out. Here comes that where in the heck did that run come from? The 48 clears off the bottom. I don't know where the 48's on
48
fresh
is
tires.
he's a wet fresh tire, so he just pitted 6 laps ago. That explains why. So he's not going to be patient at all.
That is
By
interesting. Why would he pit that?
One thing about this, unless he knows he's short and going to split the stage, which is smart, is that's one of the things we've had conversations on our team about a lot with tire management. Is like, do you split the stage to get maximum amount? Because you don't want to run a stage long on these tires and only have 20 laps to go. I'd rather have 30 good laps on my tires than 50 on my first set. You know, I would split that.
And
that's what I like.
Yeah, and we're just kind of waiting to see as that battle kind of fizzles out. But we kind of jump back up here to the front. Rogers has kind of put a little bit of distance between him and Medlin. Really, the entirety of the top 10 is spaced out. Our closest battle is actually right here, 4th and 9th. Biggs and Chisamut nose to tail.
Paul and Evan.
As they almost look like they make contact through 3 and 4 here. You know, we start to wonder here where maybe who's going to make the first move to really jump down onto pit road. Because
you see what fresh tires do, and that's going to be the question. You don't want to do it if you're Rogers.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, you don't want to do it if you're the leader. Like, if you got to pit on 120, you do want to run it to 120. If you can honestly run to like say, just for some chance, if you could run it to like 130, I would pit a little bit sooner, possibly, than some of these guys, especially if you're further back.
Yeah. Now, what would really cause something weird to happen is if there was a yellow that happened right here.
And we've seen it a few times.
Yeah. But right now, well, as I say that, Biggs almost turns the 19. But
they've been going pretty hard back and forth.
Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed is that the battles have really lasted here. Usually, you know, especially in these cars, you know, they may battle for a lap or two and then they space out really quickly. Tonight, these guys have been kind of all over each other all night. And, you know, we're starting to see, you know, that is continued on throughout this race, even as this track has started to really kind of rubber in. And I will say someone who has started to rebound is going to be our points leader, the 7, as I watched the 18 almost turn the 19 again.
Yeah, and one of the things that you're going to continue to watch is really what I'm focused on. I want to watch the 48 to see, because if these guys run long there, the 48 is going to get a big advantage.
Yeah.
You know, because like he is killing lap times. He's running right now. Joey Maines is 6/10 faster than the leader, and he's probably in traffic. He is dealing with a little bit of traffic, so he is a lot faster, and that will be something to watch. Like I said, I don't think you're going to run this too much longer, though. Honestly.
So actually, let's throw up the time. Oh yeah, Jevin, you want to look at these times? Half a second.
Yeah, they're close.
Half a second. 3/10.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Yep, there we go. 3/10.
Your Rogers is fast.
Well, no, I'm
William
talking
Moore,
about
Maines.
Yeah, over Rogers.
Yeah, he's faster. Quite a bit faster.
We got some side by side going on here.
See, jump back a little bit.
Rogers back here, nose to tail, as now Stewart's in the possibility of losing 4th.
Yeah, Brandon Park's going to try to take Davey, Danny, and here comes 00. That's a nice paint, by the way.
Yep, I do really like that paint scheme. One of my more favorite.
That is nice. Yeah, I really like it. Look at this 3 wide. Oh, somebody 17 got the wall a little bit. You couldn't do that on the old Gateway.
No, you couldn't. And you know that's.
Big move.
Yeah, what a move right there by
13
the 16.
spitting.
13 will hit pit road. He's been one of those guys that for somebody who's hit, you know, been in P15 between P10 and P15. We've watched him a lot tonight. He's been in a lot of battles.
Get down.
Oh no!
This
is a tough pit road to get onto in the green. This is a really
This pit road is extremely tough.
I put it up there with
possibility of Greg Rogers pitting.
Yeah, I mean, I put that up there with Kentucky and Vegas.
Keep your eye on some of these guys. They're coming across the radio, and I don't have my thing mapped like
He
I
did
normally
pass a
do
lap
before I
car.
was
He
racing.
did pass a lap car.
Okay, that may have been one of those. I'm gonna
Look at this battle.
All right.
17. Oh, just barely misses the wall. And right now, the 16 is the man on the mission right now. And I will.
There we go. Now I can hear them if they talk.
Yep. Mike Simon on pit road.
Like something. Yep, that's scheduled.
Yep. So these guys can make it if they pit from here. And we'll see if anyone else.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you could honestly run, if you could run 5 more laps, run it. Just go ahead and run it out.
As we see Sandstrom in the Broncos truck, he comes down pit road. As Scott
One of the
Stewart
best teams in the AFC.
Stewart's falling all the way to 6th.
Yeah, if you're Stewart, you don't want to pit early. I think Stewart may have burnt his stuff up. I don't think he's done by any means. I think he still has a chance, but they need to pit soon because if they don't pit soon,
And then everybody
he's going to pit. Yeah, he's pitting.
Yep, as we see Stewart, he will hit pit road, and our leader also hits pit road.
Oh, yep. Yep, that's why Stewart hits. That's Tony Frey, so green flag pit stops underway.
Yep, we are hot and heavy in our green flag pit stop window. As now everyone that is coming down, this does show that they will be able to make it to the end of this race, as we see a majority of people inside of the top 10, as we should be seeing Medlin come. Yes, Medlin comes this time. Rogers will stay out another lap.
Yeah.
I need to figure out if they're brothers.
Good.
I think they are brothers.
Tony Frey just had a great save, by the way.
Really?
He actually wrecked coming on the pit road, and he was in the grass. I don't think that's good. And Paul has a black flag.
Black flag. And if I had to guess, that is probably going to be for speeding.
Yep, it is 45 miles an hour here.
That
It is for
Oh,
speeding.
whoa, big move here by the 90.
sure.
Uh-oh, we might want to watch this here. He's right in front of the fast approaching 21 and gets out of the way. Moore hits pit road, and here comes everybody else. They come down pit road, and now we need to watch. Oh, Davey gets slowed up. Oh, my gosh, they all get slowed up by the 16 trying to get on the pit road.
Yeah, that was...
And now Ed Morris, now he leads a lap. He gets him a bonus point for leading a lap tonight.
You could gain a ton on pit road here, and I mean a lot. But the problem is, it is very, very, very easy to get caught. Because it comes up on you quick. It's a long entry to pit road. And it's very fast, but it comes up fast.
And I will say, Maines did not get out in front of the 21. He got out in front of most guys, but didn't get out in front of the 21. He got out in front of Stewart. Rogers is in front of Stewart, and I don't think it's even close. Let me see if my track is actually going to work. It wasn't working earlier.
But now what Maines needs to happen, and some of these guys that's out right now, and Morris Conley, Chase Harden, they could use a caution, and definitely not out of the question with fresher tires.
Yep.
People pushing really hard.
And
so
actually, the sun is covered back up. But right now, Rogers has about a 4-second lead, if I'm counting this right, over Stewart, who's in front of Medlin right now.
Conley and Harden both on pit road as well, so they're just now coming to the access road. I like that 23 paint, by the way.
But right now, Edward Morris leading the way as he may be trying to try to run this out the rest of the way as he stays out for another lap.
Yeah, I mean, if you could, honestly, for him, it's not a bad call because where he was further back in the pack, he was like 16th or 17th at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So run it long if you're him. Hope for a caution. If a caution comes out, great. If it don't come out, you're going to have fresher tires. You might be able to get back up to where you was at least before the end of this thing.
Oh, contact with the 0-0.
I don't know what just happened. Is 7 out of gas? No?
No? That's kind of what I thought. He comes down pit road this time.
That was really weird.
Paul's back on pit road.
Do not know why. And he's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Well, he was there last time for
Kevin
a while.
Biggs comes to pit road. I thought he was just on pit road.
I think Paul had another black flag when he exited.
He might have.
Kevin Biggs, you said?
Yeah, Kevin Biggs. He's back on pit road.
I'm showing. It might have been black flags after. Because he's only been out there 2 laps.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a black flag, I do believe.
Yep, because he is not. Nope, he's receiving service. So that
I don't know what
pushes
happened there.
over our lead to Rogers, who is out by over 5 seconds over Stewart and Medlin.
I'm not sure what happened to Biggs or Paul, to be honest. Morris Senior's pitting here. That will cycle through all the pit stops.
Yep, everybody has been on and off of pit road. And so let's actually see here.
And this is where it hurts Joey Baines.
Yeah.
Because he pitted 26 laps ago. There's a big difference in tires. So now he'll start falling back, unfortunately.
Because, he only ran 32 laps on that first set of tires. Well, everybody else ran 52, 53. Mostly everybody ran about 53 laps on their other set of tires. So,
and it's really going to hurt later in this run.
Yeah, unless, because now you kind of...
Unless there's yellow.
Yeah, unless there is a yellow. Well, actually, hold on. Hold on. He may be out of tires. He may not have another set of tires.
I don't know what 35 might not be happy about sometime. I'm not quite sure.
Well, I just started. No, he may have. Some of these guys may actually be on their last set of tires.
I didn't think about how many sets they have.
They only had 4 sets sitting in the pits, and some of these guys.
So we know that. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, like Moore may be out of tires. Maids may be out of tires. Which, my thing is, if you're going to use that last set, why pit so early? Yeah, I figured you would run much longer. As the 21 trying to get around the 93, I don't believe Rogers.
He's locked. He just locked him up really bad.
I'm trying to see.
I want to.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna hop on board to 21. I want to see if he's shifting. I'm gonna guess that he is. Yeah, he is. I know.
Greg Rogers, by the way, who is only 20th in the overall standings. He's. This would be a big win for him. To be able to come out and, really kind of just lock up kind of where he's at. Because right now he would not be in off of points right now. So he really kind of...
Tell you something that I did not think, and I don't know if everybody's doing this. Caution.
Yellow is out. Don't know why.
Well, Joey Maines just got happy. I want to point that out. And I'm looking... Yeah, Derek, I'm going to be honest.
I see smoke in turns 1 and 2.
I don't know why. I'll back it up and look, maybe? I don't really know.
I'm not sure what happened because I've got nothing on... I've got nobody wrecking on my end.
I'll be the 7 of Ed Morris. Yep. Into the wall. And that's not good for him because... That's your points leader.
Yep. And it sure is. Oh, no.
That's a hard hit. That's a lot of damage.
I just look like he may have got too much of the rumble strip.
Well, it's funny you mention that because right before that happened, I watched the 93 lock him up going in to the same corner. And I'm wondering if he might have been carrying switch speed. One thing I was going to mention that one of the things that Greg Rogers is doing compared to a lot of people, and there's some other guys doing it too.
He's the only guy
smart.
on the road.
That's smart. As long as you don't get hung up in traffic, and that's going to be the thing.
And I will say,
depends how many other people
somebody else who we watched, Brandon Moore in the 84, who had pitted in stage number 2 as, I don't know who else these people, why these other people are passing the pace car. Did nobody learn what happened last week as we found out that the 7 actually got a black flag for passing the pace car when they were not supposed to because he was not paying attention. Almost just had 2 more guys fall victim to it.
Well, the 83 was saying something was glitching out. The pace car was glitching out, and he couldn't see it. not quite sure what
And I'm
happened.
sorry,
That
if
is one of the
anyone
people we
is
saw
to
about.
be pissed right now, it would be Rogers, who loses out on a 5-second advantage.
What's going to be crazy about this is, man, I'm wondering if even Rogers has an extra set. Like Stewart may be back in the. It's a long way to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've seen
And you know
more
what?
big.
Stewart's got damage.
What? Like bad?
Yeah, he's been on pit road for 45 seconds. So I don't know where the damage is. I don't really see none.
Unless
I was
something
thinking it's
has
got to be on the right side, but
No, he needs to get going. Let us know if he does not get going here. Actually, we can actually just take a peek really quickly.
he is sitting in the car. He's watching. You can definitely tell he's there.
He's
He's
rolling
down the
now.
way. So yeah, he had some pretty big damage apparently.
That is interesting, as our fastest guy, pretty much all night long now, is in P20, and I don't know if he took any tires. Matthew Richmond has a black flag.
Black flag. Yeah, too fast speeding, I believe. Entering. Well, he's asking. He entered a closed pit.
They shouldn't clear that.
I'll let you know. Yes, he did get the black flag cleared.
Well,
one of the things I want to mention, by the way, what I was talking about, Greg Rogers shifted all the way down to third in turns 1 and 2.
Jesus.
Not many other people are doing that. That's what I said. Like, he slowed way down. Some people are staying in fourth, but it's helping Rogers get to run it. That's why he's so dang on good out of turn 2.
All right.
Because he's able to carry speed out.
34 laps to go here.
I just sound like Phillip Rivers. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, I know. Green flag is in the air, and Greg Rogers gets another massive jump. As now Medlin's going to try to defend P2 on the outside, and he clears the 84.
Want to mention Scott Stewart did restart in 19th, not 20th, just because we had somebody come down pit road again. So kind of keep it on that. Here in a couple laps, I'll kind of let you know where he moves up
There's
to.
actually somebody who I just noticed just entered the top 10 for the first time tonight, Isaac Wilson, who has not had the greatest run since Daytona, finds himself inside the top 10 for the first time, I think, since Daytona.
Qualified 24th.
And actually, yeah, if he gains one more spot, he ties Medlin for the most positions gained. Well, you know what? That's not going to matter, because look who's going for the lead. Jeff Medlin, he's alongside, can't quite get there. Rogers hangs on for just a moment.
I was riding on board with a bunch of drivers now, just seeing if they do get on the third. There is some that do not get on the third, and it definitely is hurting them.
So everybody pretty much single file.
To explain a little bit why they're back here.
Yeah, Maine's back there was the only one who was not single file. No, actually, that was Wilson who was the only one not single file, as Maine's was one that overtook him. But Medlin, he is right there, but just can't do anything to get up alongside Rogers.
Go ahead and call it now. Scott Stewart's going to have to start picking up some of these positions. He's up to 17th. Just created that pass. He's definitely going to need to pick up a little bit more quicker. I think.
Rogers all the way out there against the wall. Let's see if he can get the run down the front straightaway here from that. I think that was almost too wide.
Jeff, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran way out there. Yeah.
He's there again.
Yeah. And that's very similar to how we seen Rogers able to get around Scott earlier by running up there. Maybe not that far up, but
I mean, he was up there pretty long way.
Who's this race sponsored by the way?
Barbecue Burnout 170.
Barbecue Burnout?
Yeah, but it's not spelled correctly.
I wonder what barbecue? Barbecue, it ain't.
No, it's not. It's okay.
And I'm the worst at spelling.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, how do you think I felt? And actually, I just changed the name.
Yeah, GPT for the win.
Yep. Once again, that's what, oh, here we go. Rogers, he's there. Rogers may have tagged the wall a little bit. My God, my sound assist terrible. I actually had a nosebleed.
Next week's race will be really fun, by the way.
Yeah, we're at Wilkesboro. That's gonna.
And the ugly sweater 200.
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah. I've already got a cool logo. Somebody doesn't have one all ready for that. Medlin is there, dude. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that run he gets in the center.
Jesus, I thought he was going to take him out.
Wow. That run he gets in the center is insane.
And you know one thing is Medlin has already said to himself, I'm not being the bridesmaid again. I mean...
Yeah, and one thing I will tell you, by the way...
Oh, he's there! They make contact! He almost turns him!
Oh.
The 21 saves it, but then opens the door for the 84. The 84 is going to take him for second. The 21's going to fall all the way back to 5th. Oh, my goodness.
Roger's not happy. Roger's not happy over the radio. The 3...
Oh,
the 3 just came across. The 3 came across the radio and said, I'm so sorry. The 26 feet up and said, you're going to pay for that.
And I don't blame him. I love it. Contact inside 30 to go, but Jeff Medlin to the lead.
I mean, he might pay for it, but Medlin's like, well, I can use the win right now.
Yeah, Medlin, I mean, he needs this thing to stay green, and he needs to go, because if that 21 gets back to him, we may see some fireworks. And
Medlin's like, this is my chance to make the playoffs.
Yep, and right now, that 21, you always hear about a missile. The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Well, that 21's about to find out where it needs to be here in just a couple seconds. If he gets what he wants here. So we got somebody back there doing the watermelon shuffle back there, riding the wall back there. Not sure who that was. Well, the 21 looks like he's trying to run the wall just a little bit here.
He's searching to get speed right now. He is. And the thing is, I think long run, I think the 21 is faster. Mm-hmm. Or 21. I think he definitely is faster the longer run.
But you got, and as someone who gets frustrated in the car very easily, you can't let that overconsume what you've been doing.
I agree. You can't burn your stuff off by doing that.
Yeah, because now if you can run them down normally and run them down, then you can do that. But if you got to burn your stuff up to get there, there's no point in it. But right now, I mean, Chapman, yes. I'm just sitting here looking at it, man. He looks dialed right now.
Well, somebody you better watch is working their way through the field. He is now at the 13th, Scott Stewart, and he is moving.
As we hit 25 to go, though, he needs to start making bigger jumps because right now
that's going to be the problem.
Yeah.
21 underneath 17.
Yeah, he's there.
Last week's winner.
Yep, and he, even though the top lane is the preferred lane, that 21 really making that bottom lane really work.
Watch this. Oh, he's going around the bottom. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Well,
very impressed, by the way, with Brandon Park. I do want to mention that.
Yeah, he's doing really well tonight. Ooh, he tags the wall, and right now, I know that 3. Oh, well, here comes the 16. He's underneath the 26. I think they're brothers.
The thing is, I think the 21's definitely faster. I really do. But the 21's kind of caught up with really nowhere to go. I mean, nobody's really being friendly to him right now, which why should you?
Yep.
It's 147. Oh, my. Are they brothers?
I hope. I mean, I would certainly hope so, or I hope not, because that may cause some issues.
At Christmas dinner, they're going to have some problems. Imagine not seeing each other until Christmas, and that's the first thing that you think of when you see each other.
Yeah, I'm checking to see.
How about Joey Baines, by the way?
Yeah, he's having himself a great night.
Yeah, did that super
job. They are not on the same
early.
team, so they may not actually be.
They
brothers.
might not be.
They may not.
Yeah, they may not.
But I mean, oh my gosh!
Better watch Joey.
Oh!
I'm telling Joey. So Maines has the freshest tires of all these. There he goes.
And he's going to try to set the move on this 21. And this is, I mean, worst case scenario. Well, actually, now the 00, he makes a massive move now. Trying to get alongside the 48. Can't quite get there.
Maines restarted, by the way, like 14th or so on that.
Yep. And Scott Stewart, by the way, he has not even made it inside.
Also,
yellow.
Well. Isaac Wilson, backstretch.
Oh, no. He was having such a good run.
He didn't hit nothing. Oh. I don't. Great job not hitting nothing, by the way.
Trying to see here. For some reason, my thing.
Like.
Let's see if we can go back here and watch this here. I don't know why.
That was a great job.
Isn't saying with it here. Oh, just tried not to hit the wall and then doing everything he could. Got it locked down. Great job.
That was great.
That was great Willman skills, and well, what do you do here?
I mean, if you got tires, you pit.
Yeah, but now if you're now my thing is, if you're the 27, you just took your last set of tires, you're screwed. The 3 hits
that's
pit
the
road.
thing. If you did,
84 stays out, 17 pits, 16 pits, 48 stays out, 27 stays out.
I don't. I mean, maybe they don't have a set. If you have a set, they're stuck. They're stuck right now. They can't pass. There they go. See, that's the thing about this track. It's so easy to pass the car in front of you if they stay out.
Yeah, but and now everybody's on pit road, and now things get a little interesting. But we all know what we're currently waiting for. We're going to see where they come out on pit road with one another, because the 21 has been extremely fast on pit road tonight, and the 3, I think, has one of the... Actually, the 3 kind of is a little far back in on pit road here. But we'll see how this goes here. I mean, hey, I love it. I love the drama. I love the controversy. Give me more.
Well, you don't want to mess up now on the pit stop. You don't want to speed on penalty or nothing like that.
Far out in front, and the 3
tires
is going to be either right beside him or in the road
behind
him.
17 2 tires, 21 2 tires.
I think
23 2 tires as well.
Actually, I think the 5 is a lucky.
The 5, Chase Harden.
Yes, I think he's the lucky dog.
He is currently 4th at the moment.
I think he's the lucky dog. One of these got to be a lucky dog, because right now they are 9th and 10th, or 8th and 9th right now. So they are not
lucky dog was Ed Morris.
Okay, so no.
I lied. It was not.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, let's see if any.
So 6 cars stayed out. They got 27 laps on the front car, 16 and 17 now on the next 5, and 28 on the 88. Isaac Wilson, who his tires are going to be very hot from just lighting them up.
Yep, and I like I said, they're not on the same row, but they are next to one. But they are.
No, we're gonna have an issue because there's too many 2 tires, too many old tires, and a lot of fresh tires. We got 3 cars that took 2 only. That is 7th, 8th, and 9th. From there back is 4.
I just feel like this is all about to come to a head here.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching a broadcast, this could go one of 2 ways. Either this is going to be the greatest spectacle, or we're all going to wad it up into about turn 1 or turn 3 here in a moment. But here we go. I don't think we're going to wad it up, but it's going to get crazy.
The second one might be true, though. I'm just going to call it now. I think there's going to be an issue.
Oh, yeah. There's going to be an issue.
I think it's going to be big.
The question is, where is it going to happen? Could we see some revenge? Pace truck makes that left-hand turn down pit road.
Watch for wheel spin, too.
Yep, more.
Shouldn't be a problem, but...
Gets going. Everybody looks to have launched well.
Nope.
More moves before the line.
12 did not move.
Might be a penalty. It looked like he moved.
Very close.
And now you start to wonder, how quickly can these guys on fresh tires make their move? One car all over the wall. That's Isaac Wilson. Brandon Parks, he wrecks. Yeah. Unsure if a yellow's going to come out for that.
No caution.
No caution. We stay green. Brandon Park, last week's winner, out of this race.
Not very happy. That's a lot of damage on this car, too. 3 wide out, turn 4.
Yep. There they are. They're touching. They're wrecking. David gets turned out in front of the field. Big wreck. Everybody trying to avoid just a bit. It's a great dodgy move. They're still wrecking.
That was a big one.
Oh! Edward Morse just gets tagged trying to get through the wreck here. Let's see if we can back this up here. See what happened. Davey got turned. I told you it was going to be turned 3 or 4.
The 90 to 30, the 00 to 13.
I mean, just massive, massive incident here. And this is the tightest, one of the tightest straightaways we go to. Oh, no. A lot of good cars got involved in this incident. Good job.
Oh, William Moore up front. He's sitting pretty happy right now. These guys are really slow, by the way, because they're waiting on the pace truck. There they are.
Yep, and actually, I do want to go on board and watch on board with the 90 here, because he had a heck of an avoidance here. We're going to watch on board here. Watch this right here. You can watch the chaos happening. He's alongside Ethan Flanagan. All of a sudden, you see smoke. Oh, he does make contact. with somebody, but keeps right on moving. We should see him probably on pit road. As actually, we do see him hitting pit road here. As we jump back to the live action now. And, well, Chapman, I don't know if that's going to be our last yellow we see for the night because...
I don't think so either. But you're still 15 laps to the end of this thing. I don't see it being the end. There's still a lot of cars with fresh tires and some not. There was people that came down and put more tires on, by the way. I'm guessing it was their last set from the last stop that they didn't have it, or they had it. There's also a lot of damage being taken. Ugh.
Well, I know I was halfway asleep there, not because of the boring race, but just because I'm tired, and all of a sudden I'm a little lived up now.
He woke up after that.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be very interesting, man. It really is, because, like, watching this race, there's not a lot of give and take that's happening now.
There wasn't last week either, if you remember.
One of the things I noticed, and I know especially with our team, and I'm guessing other teams are like this, you don't want to wreck somebody in a regular season race, because come playoffs, especially if you make it, everybody remembers that.
I know I did.
Todd Chase Jr. still remembers. Yeah. Todd Chase Jr. still hates somebody that's not even in a Cup Series or a Truck Series anymore. Still hates that guy. I don't know what happened one race, you know.
Yeah, but he also
I got
likes
a
to run in
first
the back.
on the back.
Yeah, but he also likes to run in the back of his teammates for the green flag. Anyway.
Yep.
And actually, don't we go there in like a couple of weeks? I don't know. Anyway, here we go.
We go to the Glen?
I think we go to the Glen. We better.
I don't think we go to the Glen this year.
I am gonna be upset if we don't go to the Glen.
No, we go to Lime Rock and we go to that Mexico track.
Yeah. Well, by the way, Chapman, just to let you know, the 3 and the 21 are nose to tail.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting.
Here we go. Brandon Moore, once again. Will lead
Do
us.
that 3. I don't know if I'd mess with the 21 too much.
I'd do it. Show no fear. Green flag is in the air. We are racing once again. This time the 84 doesn't move.
The 12's had trouble on restarts. That's his class. He's been really far back on a restart.
Yep. And look at this. Once again, the sun comes out. It is shining
Yep.
on this race. And that can only mean one thing. Look at the chaos behind. Ethan Flanagan goes from the wall to the bottom. And right now, I will say the 3 and the 21 are both moving up the field together. Tony Frey gets his nose caught.
Yeah. Him and Zach Bucher both running really well right now.
Yep. Oh my goodness. 13 to go. Here comes Scott Stewart. He's looking for the lead. He doesn't.
Honestly, he'll be able to get this. 10 lap pressure tires.
Yep. We'll see right here, because my thing is he knows he's got to go, because look who is in their rear view mirror. It's that 21. He's back in this.
Took 2 right sides on the pit stop for the 21. First car at fresh tires, by the way.
Oh,
the 3.
mistake by the 27. He gets loose on the bottom, gets up into the 21. 21 has to check out if it has to go to the top. Now the 3's going to follow in behind that. 48 gets into the wall, comes down times 16 in front of the whole field. Everybody's hard contact. They're still wrecking.
Yeah, Joey Maines just made a.
Oh.
Did he hit the wall? Let me check.
He hit the wall, came off the wall. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Derek.
Yep.
I'm going to get in trouble for saying it.
Oh my gosh.
I want to get in trouble for saying it.
Oh no.
Derek,
Did he
I was pulling for him. I don't know.
Did he just
I know he hit the wall.
He drove it off the wall.
Yes.
Oh no.
No, he didn't just come across right and say if something broke. If something did break.
I mean, he did hit it pretty hard, and you can actually see it right here. He
hit it hard. He did hit it hard.
Actually, we could probably.
And honestly, if it broke the.
Oh yeah, yes, we're looking at it right here. on the replay, you go look at the right front suspension. That tire is not looking pretty.
What's that called? Where it breaks? I know what it's called.
The rack pinion?
The toe link.
Yeah, toe link.
Toe link.
Yeah, it looks like he definitely.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm about to say there ain't no way.
Danny Rogers staying out, even though he's crabbing down the. Brandon Moore pits. Oh no. Well, here's where something fun's about to happen. Jeff Medlin and Greg Rogers are first and third.
Yeah, I don't really know. There's a lot of talking right now with black flags and stuff. Danny Rogers, by the way, does have a black flag, and he is done. There's a lot of talking right now on the radio. So anyway, who do you like here, Derek? Do you like Scott, Greg? I like Jeff. I'm gonna be honest. I like Jeff a lot.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. I think our winner isn't even in the top 5 right now.
You're probably looking at Tony. Tony's a very good pick right now. I think him and Zach both are.
I don't know.
Him and Zach both.
Let's go ahead and pull the driver that always drives that Viagra car hard, Tony Frey, Derek and Adam up in the booth. He said
he's made a lot of mistakes tonight, by the way.
Oh, I've made tons of them.
Well, somehow you find yourself up here in P6, dude. What's it going to take for you to bring this thing home as a winner tonight?
Everybody in front of me to wreck and leave me a lane to get through.
I'm about to say,
I will say, you was the fastest when we was green for that very short period. You was the fastest on track.
Oh, really?
I will say that. You was.
That's weird.
Yeah. Don't know how, but there's a lot of 2 tires in front of you and a lot of old tires.
Yeah, I know Jeff's got 4. Me and him are on the same.
Yeah.
I think Scott is on the Scott is actually a little fresher
laps.
than us, I think.
Scott Stewart's 26 laps on his.
Yeah.
You got 10. So actually you got 16 lap fresher tires, yeah.
Well, hey buddy, we just wanted to wish you good luck here, man. Go put that Pfizer Viagra car in victory lane, because I'd love to keep saying that for the next week. So.
Yeah, man. Well, we're about to go green, so.
Yep.
And apparently I got to clear something. So thanks for talking to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Derek, real fast while you move him back.
Yeah, he's already moved.
Is it fair for me to say how many laps tires are to other people?
I don't care.
Should I not say that?
I mean, it's if it wasn't already common knowledge, it is now.
Yeah. Here we go.
We keep track of that in the car anyway. So here we go.
We do.
Here we go. Greg Rogers takes the green flag, gets a good launch. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen.
Watch the 3.
I mean, the 3 is definitely going to clear the 27 and the 5. Well, I hope he does.
Better watch the 5. Holy cow.
Oh, we're wrecking, but we stay green back there. The 30 gets involved in something back there. We stay green for the moment. The 27 puts a big block there on the 3.
Yeah, watch the 3 run that he gets off this corner.
Yep, he's got
to
clear
him up.
He's got to clear him. He's got to clear him now. And here we go. The 3 to the inside of the 27, who's been this dominant car all night long. Can't quite keep him behind. Put the 3 up to second. And now it deflected hard into the wall. And if you don't think that 26 is driving the ever-living crap out of a race car, you best believe he is doing it right now, because if the 3 gets there, we may see an Austin Dillon reenactment, because I can tell you this much.
Bucher, by the way, takes 4th.
Yep. Bucher, I believe he's also another one of them 4-tire stop guys.
Yep, 4 tires.
And you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's throw the lap times back up there for everyone to watch. As
Tony Frey taking 5th. He does.
Right there, Rogers was the fastest lap of the race.
Bucher got the wall, by the way.
Oh, no.
No, I'm sorry. Wait, it was not Bucher. It was Chase Harden. Chase Harden got the wall. Sorry.
We'll see right now. It is staying at 7.5 tenths right now. We'll see. Does Medlin have enough time? 6 laps to go.
He actually didn't gain really anything.
He didn't lose or gain.
Even.
Yep, they were dead even across the line that time. These 4 tires, you got to think Medlin, he can probably use them just a little bit more than what Rogers can use on his 2 tires. as it definitely looks like this time around Medlin, he's a lot closer. He's 0.3 closer.
Remember what we seen earlier with the 3 and the 21.
Yep, and now the question is, what will the 3 have to do this time?
Faster.
Yes, he was a lot faster. He was 0.2 faster that lap.
Yep. He's closing in quick.
Oh my goodness. Here
he's gonna have a chance.
I think he's gonna have one chance. Gonna have about one chance at this, and
it's like, do you give it the bump to moving?
I mean, I think if you don't,
you're done it once.
I mean, I think if you don't, there's no way you're gonna be able to cleanly get around the 21 this time.
It's like
you've already rattled that cage once.
Thing with it. If that's what I'm saying too. If this is your only chance where you don't think the rest of the schedule sets up for you to make playoffs, you got to do it. But at the same time,
he lost.
Do you really want that?
He lost
he
into
did.
1 and 2. Bucher back there trying to take third away from Stewart.
And nothing really going on.
This is a 2-car race right now.
He's going to have time. He's going to have a chance with 2 laps to go. It's the 3 laps.
Either 1 to 2 laps to go, I think, is when the 3 can be there. And right there, he was just a hair, just by a fraction, he was faster. I think the 21 is just so much better in 1 and 2, and the 3 is so much better from off of 2.
He is.
All the way, pretty much, I think, into 1.
I will say that 21's really good at going in.
We'll see right
Where he's going to drive it up a little bit higher.
Yeah, he's got to try something. This is probably the closest he's been.
Now.
Yep, and once again, Medlin having to deal with it. But Medlin, this is the closest Medlin's been. He's there. He's going to have a chance at this. But he's only probably going to have one chance.
The race for third, by the way. The race for third, I want to say, is absolutely amazing, but we can't really go away.
I want to so badly, but I know we can't.
So
because
close.
the 3, he is there. He's going to have one chance, and I think you're going to have to do it into 3. But here we go. White flag in the air as we kind of see the battle behind them.
There.
But he is there. When will you make the move if you're Jeff Medlin?
Wrecking behind. Big wreck on the front stretch.
Big wreck behind. Medlin, he's there. He makes contact with them, but they stay straight for the moment.
He stopped. He stopped himself from hitting him.
And here we go. What happens here to turn number 3? Who makes the move where? Jeff, he does send it in.
Watch it. Watch the crossover.
It
could be a drag race.
I don't think he's going to be able to get him. I don't think.
Nope.
Not going to get to him. Rogers is going to win. But we go back to the battle for third. Who's going to get it? Stewart barely edges out Zach Bucher. And
what
happened?
Finish.
What happened? Who wrecked back here? Who wrecked?
Tony Frey and all them. Like, it was a big one. Oh, there's a wreck at the end. They just wrecked the 26 and 30.
Oh.
Yeah, they're arguing. There's a lot of going on.
They are. Oh, well, let's back this up here. Let's watch this because I like controversy.
I don't think he actually did that on purpose, by the way.
I hate to tell you there.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well.
He went up, gave him a little bump. Oh.
I wonder if he was just trying to love tap him for congratulations. But or I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be. Oh no. They're not. Oh.
He's not going to say it in an interview. I will say that. He will not say it if it's on purpose in an interview. But
I'm going to ask him. That's for sure.
You gotta ask. That was a good finish, though.
Yeah, it was a good finish, and I'm a journalist, so I'm going to have to ask.
Gotta ask, at least. If that was intentional or not. I don't think it was intentional. I really don't.
All right. Well.
Congratulations, by the way, Greg Rogers.
Yeah, Greg
big
Rogers.
win.
Yeah, I took his number.
Since you took his number.
Yeah. Yeah, that was not a great way to start.
Because he was where? Danny Rogers was 12th in points. Where was Greg at?
Greg was.
He was way back there, wasn't he?
He was
20th.
Yeah, he was 20th in points. So he's gonna definitely jump forward. But now the thing is, though, you do have to wonder with the post-race shenanigans, there could be some penalties to come out. I don't think they will take.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to take the win away,
Yeah, I don't think they'll take 21, but there could be something. I mean, honestly, he didn't do anything, though. Like Greg didn't.
Yeah. Well,
like after the race.
The other two are not in here yet. Let me see here if I can back this up here. Because I definitely want to see this 27. Scott Stewart. Alrighty. Scott, this is Derek and Adam up in the booth. You got us, buddy.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Man, dominant car all night. I mean, honestly, I even said it. I think you were the car to beat tonight. Just couldn't get it done tonight, man. But bringing home a very respectable P3, man. Talk about your night from your eyes.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. This was my first ever race at Gateway, so I guess I had beginner's luck. But yeah, I mean, it was also my first career pole, so that was pretty exciting. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Led almost all the laps, and I was doing good leading the race, and then I don't know if you guys saw it, but I hit that wall and I got steering damage after that, and I couldn't hold on. But after that, that caution came out with like 50 laps to go. I pitted, got it fixed, and then I charged back up as far as I could. So.
Well, buddy, I'm about to say, you were already sitting pretty good at the points. You were second in the overall standings. You were sitting, I think I counted it like P8 in the playoff standings. You're sitting pretty good. You of course, brought in almost probably tonight.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You got to a great start this year. Now that we're a third of the way through the year, what are your chances here as we're starting to inch closer here to the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm really trying. I think last season was just a lot of learning, a lot of figuring out kind of where I stood, and trying to just take advantage of what I could, because I feel like last season I didn't really qualify well, just didn't run good, then I'd all of a sudden get a good finish. So I've been trying to get more stage points, trying to qualify better. So it's been a great season. I've really been enjoying it so far, and I'm excited for what's next.
Well, alrighty, buddy, go ahead and give your shout outs for the year, man, and for the night, and we'll see you next week at
for the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you guys so much for putting on a broadcast. You guys are awesome. I love going back and watching them. Shout out North South Racing, Matt, Sam, Mike, Jacob, Richard. All of them are great guys, give me great tips, and they did help me a lot getting back up through the field and keep me calm when I got my damage. So yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys.
Good job, buddy.
We'll see you at Wilkesboro next week. I'm gonna let them simmer there for a second in that channel.
I want to mention real fast before we put the next one in. I got so much respect for Scott Stewart, dude. He races so clean. I've raced him in the Truck Series. Honestly, one of the best drivers I've ever raced around. And I mean that. And I've been on here a long time, Derek, just like you. Dude races really clean.
Yeah, and let's hope I don't pull him in the middle of cussing someone out here.
Hopefully it ain't too bad.
Hopefully it's not. Jeff.
I think you're good.
Hey, what's up,
Derek
boys?
and Adam up here, buddy. I think you know what we're gonna ask. But
yeah.
So
yeah. I called my shot. I stepped on it. Yeah. I did say last week, I did call I was going to win this race last week, and
you did.
Really let everyone down.
Well, I don't know if you didn't qualify or if you just didn't qualify very well, but I noticed very early in tonight you were extremely fast. You were moving your way up to the field. I just kind of kept an eye on you. Then when you got inside the top three, you were just there. And then you and Rogers, battling. And then it was just one of those things. I didn't think you did anything super wrong on the initial contact based off of what I seen. But
no, him and I talked actually in the waiting room.
Y'all good?
Oh yeah, no. Greg and I are like really good friends. Like we endurance race together.
I wanted controversy. Come on, Jeff. Give us something to work with.
Unfortunately, Greg and I are really good buddies, and him and I race outside of RL a lot together. And
okay.
Yeah, we've been good buddies. We race each other hard though. Like it's not
right.
We're not letting, like, don't get me wrong, we let each other off. when he was battling Scott earlier, I backed off a couple times because I wanted them to battle, and then hopefully they both would burn their stuff up, and I just pass both of them.
I respect it.
Nah, him and I are good buddies, and he actually was saying he actually kind of was like, no, I deserve that. So I was like, all right, that's fair enough. He said he just kind of like, he's like, it was a valid bump and run. Yeah.
Well, dang
But
it,
I
there
wasn't
went-
even
there
trying
went
to.
mine.
I was just trying to side draft him, and it just, you know how
It
it
just
is.
got in, yeah, especially with these cars, man. The air in these things is so weird, especially
Yeah,
on
they'll
iRacing.
suck you in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really. I mean, it's very different than other cars.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to call your shot for Wilkesboro next week? I mean, we're kind of.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Wilkesboro's. I got pole there last season, and then I killed myself 50 laps in on a restart. I think by that point I'd led almost every lap. And on a restart, I pulled a Zach Bucher because I'll never start on the inside ever again. I for some reason thought that I should start on the inside. Well, now with the repave, I don't know, because last season was the old one.
They was different.
Yeah, it might be different. But if that bump is still there coming out of 4 on the inside,
I don't think it is.
I hope not.
I
'cause then you can
tested it,
actually
but I
start
don't
on
think it is.
But
Yeah, I can't remember.
well, I'll probably have to do some testing, see if it's there, and some fake restarts, but just to see, because I remember that was what killed me last season. Because if you get loose there, you have to kill the whole field or kill yourself into the wall. So I chose to kill myself into the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, tonight was. You guys have any questions? Sorry, I'm just babbling
Oh, you're
now.
good,
No,
man.
honestly,
No, you're good.
Honestly, you kind of sucked all the questions out there with that. But no, I mean, you had a really fast car tonight. I mean, I thought, I definitely, seen about halfway through the race that you definitely would have been one of our front runners, and especially you think that you'll be pretty good next week, man. I look forward to seeing that race next week. But go ahead, give your shout outs, man.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to answer your question about the qualifying though. I did. I locked the brakes going in on my hot lap into 1 and 2,
Explains it.
and I just couldn't recover. You can't recover from that at this track. But yeah, shout outs. All my family right now, my wife and her family, and all my buddies that watch me every week. So I appreciate all them. Appreciate Phil running with me all the time, and Bill Moore, Tony, and Greg as well. We all run practice together most weeks. So appreciate all those guys. And I haven't got to really do practice.
Did you like the pave on this one? Do you like this? Do you like the track better now, or you like it better when it was not repaved?
Which one?
The Gateway.
So funny you ask. I have never driven this track. I bought the track Monday for the Xfinity race, so those guys could do it. And my first lap was at 7:05 tonight. So
Scott said the same thing, that he didn't buy it or didn't run the old one. I was like, wow.
I just didn't have a chance to practice. But usually tracks like, if you got a break, I'm gonna be good at that track. Like, it's just naturally I'm just better. I'm a lot better at these types of tracks, and that's like I said last week. Like, I thought Brandon, Davey, and I would, we'd be up there, and if Greg came, I didn't know if Greg was going to be here or not because he's been out of town. But him being here, I knew most likely Greg. And I give Scott credit. Scott has been a lot. He's been really fast at tracks like this, especially like this track. And last season, he was really fast at like Rockinghams and Bristols. Like Scott's going to be a dangerous driver.
On technical tracks, he's really good at them. I've noticed it as well.
Yeah, and honestly, if he didn't hit the wall, I don't know if Greg and I had anything for him. So that's
whatever. You take second shots. So
I'll keep taking second place. Yeah. Oh, that son of a gun! Can you guys see Cup Chat?
I can't.
I don't know. Let me look.
I want you to cast it out there. Greg's throwing shade at me. He's in my pit stall. I need to call the commissioner.
I just noticed he was in your pit stall. That's great.
All right, boys. Good night.
Yes,
thanks,
sir.
man.
And that was the driver, the number 3. Now, I'm going to go over.
Now that we know there's no controversy between them.
Yeah, now I feel like I don't have anything to talk about to Greg with now, because I mean that kind of, that kind of puts a damper on everything. Because
I don't want to know like if he got his blood pressure up a little bit whenever that did happen the first time, because he came across the radio and said it, and I'd imagine his blood pressure did go up a little bit.
I mean, I know it would for me, because I know what happens every time
for sure.
You get into one another. All right,
yeah,
well, we're going to go ahead and talk to our race winner, Greg Rogers, who I definitely didn't steal your number from you tonight. Definitely.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but it's okay.
Definitely didn't do that on purpose, but... and then, of course, you're going out and win the whole freaking race. So, man, congratulations, man. Big win tonight. Thought we had some controversy going on there, and... found out y'all are actually.
Oh, with what?
I don't know. Just a little.
I want to ask because.
Are you talking about Jeff?
Yeah.
The three. He already cleared it up.
Oh no, I don't like Jeff.
Was you heated the first time?
No.
I don't blame you. I seem to burn out in the pit box.
Yep. Yeah. No, he deserved it. And
your first time.
No, I wasn't angry at all. I expected it from Jeff because he's a dirty driver. And I definitely did the burnout on purpose in his pit box to let him know, what's coming for him. So
yeah, I mean,
I was expecting him to dump me again, but
I thought he got
finally got a hold of himself.
I thought he got you and wanted to, and I was thinking, my God.
Jokes aside, we are really good friends. And I would never post that if it had any risk of being taken seriously. But yeah, he would have got me if there was another lap. And I think his bump on me in 3 and 4 way back whenever in the final stage, I thought that was fair. I don't think he meant to do it, but I think it was fair. Didn't wreck, and I gathered myself back up. So I don't know. I wasn't heated at all. I was just like, okay, that's good,
Well, I actually thought we had some controversy going on, man. I thought
not at all.
Some good television. Dang it.
No. I do hope it was good television. It was a lot of fun racing. Scott was dominant at the beginning, and then I think he got wheel damage. I think that's what happened. It was really the only way we could have caught him. And then I knew Jeff would be difficult to keep behind me because he's really good at tracks with heavy braking. He just excels with them. So a place like Gateway, that's kind of how you make lap time, is being consistent on the brakes. So I knew I would have a problem with him, but beyond that, it was a really fun race, really long race. I didn't realize how long the laps were there.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of exhausted.
Yeah, race I think just finished under 2 hours. So just over 2 hours. 2 hours and probably right at about 2 hours. So man, well, hey, go ahead, give your shout outs, man, and everything, and we'll get ready to see you next week at Wilkesboro.
Yeah. Well, shout out to, I think Bill Kinder sponsored the race.
Mm-hmm.
An Illinois native. So shout out to Kinder for sponsoring the race. He's on my team. And then shout out to Dakota Orndorff. He just had his first baby.
Cool.
Named Miles. Just
That's
got
awesome.
delivered yesterday, or I don't know, sometime this week.
Well, that explains why he hasn't.
But shout out to him.
Races. So yeah, no, that's awesome.
Well, that's just because he's lazy, actually.
No,
it has nothing to do with. Yeah, no, he's been doing that for years. Don't worry. But yeah, shout out to him and his partner for their new baby.
Alrighty, well, hey, brother,
that's awesome.
Yeah, congratulations again on the win. And like I said, we'll see you at Wilkesboro next week.
10-4. See ya.
Thanks, buddy.
And that was Driver 26. Well, man, another week in the books, Chapman. Week 6 in the book, and as we think about it, as we're getting closer to the end of the year, man, it's it's just crazy to sit here and kind of think about how close we're actually getting to the nitty gritty. Because I hate to say it, Kansas is getting closer each week, and really, whenever we come back from the Christmas break in 2 weeks, I mean, it's a lot of craziness till Kansas.
It kind of cracks me up because normally you say give your shout outs. Next week you can actually say give your shout outs for the year because literally it is the last race of the year.
Yeah.
We do have a 2-week break. Now the season actually, it's been good. What's interesting about this season, in my personal opinion, is that we have not had a double winner yet, and I think that's really awesome. That's what you want to see as a race series, and I think that Wilkesboro is going to change. I think Wilkesboro will keep that trend going. To be honest, I think Michigan will keep it going. So I think we'll have a few. I mean, man, we could honestly be looking at multiple race winners this season and before the playoffs. Like we're looking at like 10, possibly 10 to 12 different race winners. It's very possible.
Which I think would be, awesome, and we'll create some controversy as we get down to the end of the year. But let's go ahead. We'll go over the final finishing order. We'll give our final thoughts for the race, and then we'll get out of here with our video that I forgot to play last week, but we're playing this week. And we will see y'all at Wilkesboro. But starting it off, of course, our big winner tonight, Greg Rogers, Jeff Midland, P2, Scott Stewart Jr., P3, Zach Bucher, P4, Justin Cortez. Didn't even notice that. Comes home with a P5. Talked about him all night, just outside the top 10. Brings it home P5 due to a very late incident coming to the white flag. Ethan Flanagan and Matthew Richmond, 6th and 7th. Mike Simon, P8. Chase Harden, P9. Cedric Bruce, P10. Davey Hendricks, P11. Edward Moore Sr., great to see him come home, P12. John Fassbender Bender Sr., P13. Bill Moore, unfortunately, only able to come back to P14 after pitting with 10 to go. Brandon Parks, P16. Tony Frey, fortunately, can't get it done. Comes on P17.
I feel bad for him.
Yep. Mitchell Conley, P18. P19, Kevin Biggs. P20, Josh Vangar. Isaac Wilson comes home P21. These guys are all multiple laps down. Ed Morris Jr., 22nd. Paul Chisholm, P23. Danny Rogers, P24. Joey Maines, P25. Tim Harmon, 26th. 27th, Sam Sudstrom. 28th, Alan Coons. 29th, Matt Forns. 30th is Connor Darnell. And then 31st is me. And they better give me my start for tonight. I'm going to be really upset. And Chapman, I know you only got to come in for the last little bit, but I'm sure you're kind of glad you did now because, talk about an ending to a race.
Great racing. It was fun. That was actually that was better than I thought it would be for Gateway.
For a super flat
Usually
track.
That race gets strung out.
Yeah. And just
that was great racing.
Yeah, with the way that everything had, really worked out, it couldn't have went any better. But Chapman,
our truck race is going to be very interesting, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because when you see the Cup cars who have with aero blocking and stuff, the trucks don't have that as much. That's going to be an insane race.
Yes, it will. Alrighty, guys. This is Derek and Adam. We'll see y'all next week. See y'all then, guys.
Relentless Racing League, NASCAR dreams, full speed kings. Let's go. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Green flag wave and the engine scream. 30 cars flying, living that speedway dream. Draft so tight, bumper to chrome. Every lap of battle, this is where we roam. Rubber business racing, yeah, we know the code. Last lap glory on a victory road. From short tracks to super speedway nights. Legends made under flashing lights. One mission, one name, one goal too. Relentless Racing League coming through. Relentless on the track, ain't no tapping the brake. Cup Series leaders got the whole grid shake. Xfinity stars with the future so bright. Truck Series banging through the day and night. ARCA rookies hungry, chasing that fame. NASCAR racing blood, gasoline in our veins. Tires burning sparks when we dive down low. 3 Watt Thunder putting on a show. Spotter calling clear, crowd on their feet. Photo finish moments can't accept defeat. Championship dreams in every lane. Only the strongest survive the strain. From pit road hustle to the checkered wave. Every driver brave, every fan amazed. History written when the engines fade. Relentless Racing League got the legacy made. Relentless on the track, full throttle rage. Cup Xfinity, trucks at the stage. ARCA rising, next gen flame. NASCAR racing power, remember the name. Speed